Hey guys, I'm here to get into Mishima, A Life in Four Chapters, which is directed by Paul Schrader and released in the year 1985. And this is just a masterful, wonderful character study and fascinating from start to finish, as it explores disrupted ideals and what turns out to be the most experimental Paul Schrader film project I've seen to date. It's on a very singular kind of perspective about beauty and how a lot of elements can gradually corrupt them into being completely mocked. And it's just a completely fascinating sort of biopic depiction. It's just very wonderful at depicting a lifestyle that much represents like delusional madness in a lot of ways. It's just extremely entertaining, and it has a lot of aesthetic beauty about it all throughout. It's also very dark, as it's an abstract kind of cautionary tale of slipping too far into a single kind of lifestyle, a single-minded kind of lifestyle. There's a lot of pinnacle idealism, which just also has a lot of strong psychological torment in between those personalities. And Paul Schrader just wonderfully examines this in a very close-up perspective. Um, as it just, yeah, it's about committing to beauty in life to too much of it to a dangerous extent, and it just explores all this in such a wonderful fashion. Then it just has to go to the depths of brutalism and contrast. It's like there's a whole picture of spectrum that needs to be just kind of fully grasped, like in this sense, and it just kind of takes you through the full spectrum in the most extreme kind of ways. A lot of purity, its poetic perspective, and it's just Machine is a really Schrader really paints this as a very interesting kind of person of the 20th century who seems very influential towards a lot of Martin Scorsese kind of projects. This whole thing reminds me a lot of a Martin Scorsese, particularly Taxi Driver. I just feel like a creative kind of person who will go to extreme depths in a lot of ways, but it also portrays a lot of sympathy for this loneliness of the character. And then it's just also like it just kind of explores just a lot of depths of insanity around it all ultimately as well. It's just a completely original way of perceiving all of this that Schrader has. Again, very experimental and just a wonderful soundtrack by Philip Glass. That really is just it represents the themes and the ideas around this perfectly, and it just really does just this original person just complete justice. It never really like over romanticizes any of it. It never really downplays it. It's just a very organic kind of just portrayal. It's just like just kind of a person who puts up with endless pain for the depths of beauty that's acquired, and it's from a genuine place. So it's just very interesting how human this depiction and project is. And the numerous times I've seen it, like this is just watched it over. It's just like, well, this is one of the most powerful and interesting original biopics I've ever seen. So this is just a it's like the biopic tune I love in the down to earthly, but it's a kind of like Schrader manages this experimental way of telling it, like a lot of offbeat like staging. It's just and it's very surreal. Like, this is an extremely surreal depiction. It's just always striking, and it always has a thematic sort of way about it. It explores minimalism and just over simplicity, you could say, in a lot of ways, and maybe like kind of finding dangers in depths of that. It just kind of goes all the way for just observing characters who are just original in every sense of the word. It's just a wonderful depiction, and I strongly recommend it from start to finish.